Well, welcome to the ESC Studios. I'm delighted to say I have with me the president of the ESC for the next 2 years, from 2012 to 2014, Professor Panos Vardas. Panos Vardas, lovely to see you. Thank you. And first of all, congratulations on your appointment.
Thank you very much, Adam.
Let me ask you first, how do you feel about becoming president of such an organization?
It's great. Believe me, it's great. A historical organization, as you said, about 65 years history, and for me is a great challenge to lead this historical society, to lead the cardiovascular communities of Europe. Is a great challenge and, of course, a great task. I will do my best.
I'm sure you will. We'll come on to what your vision is in a minute, but you're inheriting an organisation that is in robust form, but you need to build on that. We have challenges. How are you going to build on the past successes?
For me, the most important is to keep the success projects going on. So my first priority is to see how to maintain the success. Next is to see how to develop successful projects. For example, one of my first priorities is to go to Belgium, the society, to be expanded there permanently in a satellite organization and to be closer to the European Union, to the authorities in the capital of Europe.
Is that because you would like to be stronger in lobbying the European Union for the things that you passionately believe in?
It is so, but not only that. It is because in the North Europe we have more opportunities to organize better some activities with some specialists, while, of course, the headquarters or the well-organized projects will be in Nice as usually. For example, the education will remain in Nice. Guidelines, the same. Journals, publications, the headquarters, all will be there in Nice. But at the same time, in Brussels, close to the European Union new authorities and general different policy makers will have the opportunity to develop a department of novel technologies and personalized medicine. Another group of specialists working around the health care quality and its assessment. These are two examples, for example.
I get the feeling, Panos Vardas, that you are a man of great action. I mean, you started a hospital in Crete. You like to do things. I get the feeling that the ESC is going to have a lot done to it. Changes, but obviously what you believe to be for the better. What are some of those radical changes you would like to see? You've mentioned Brussels, but what else?
First, we have a strategic vision, a strategic opinion. Our first priority is to keep our unity, our transparency, our belief to the regulations. Then, to see how to organize certain policies. As I said, we have successful projects and new projects. I'm not looking for a revolutionary change, but at the same time, as you said, Adam, I like to be doer. I like to see new projects. So, the Brussels project is one of them. Another big project possibly could be the ESC Academy, the ESC School. How this society be closer to the universities. Imagine, so far, our institution, European Society of Cardiology, has relations with the universities, but not official relations. We have not any coordination to offer titles, for example. Why not? In the new era, we could develop these ties. And then we have to see much closer the electronic era. We have entered in this new era, so we have to work very much. Finally, we have to work more actively to harmonize education in Europe. The current presidency, the current board has developed the educational platform. I have to implement this new system in different national societies, of course, with a collaboration with the national societies.
You also want to go more global, don't you? You want to have better relations with Brazil, with Japan, with China, taking it way beyond Europe and attracting the talent and the energy from those countries.
Indeed, during the last few years, European Society of Cardiology is getting an international character. We have a very ambitious project, namely the Global Scientific Activities Project. And we have 34 affiliate societies. We have selected the most important in size, in activation, like Brazil, like China, Saudi Arabia, India, and we are there. Japan, of course, I repeat, Japan, of course, because Japan is one of the most important societies for us, and we are close to them, to these societies, to these communities, and we are doing our best with them.
We are sitting here at the European Society of Cardiology Congress in Munich, and you are committed to the wonderful successes of the Congress, biggest in the world. However, you allude in an article in the European Heart Journal, the latest edition, you allude to a need to almost wean yourself off the financial dependency on Congress. You love the Congress and you support it, but you want to rely on it less. I don't quite see. How do you explain that?
First, we have to collaborate with the industry, no doubt. We are close to the developments, we are close to the industry, but all the times to the most transparent way. We have to follow the regulations and the transparency.
Ever tougher regulations as well.
It is tough, and I will come back to this point. So, regulations and regulation is regulations. We have to follow them. So, it is unavoidable for one point and later, European Society of Cardiology to get some economic support, not only from the industry. We should not be dependent so much from the industry. We have to be dependent even from individual funding. The fellows, the members, should fund to some degree their continuous medical education.
What you're suggesting there is that cardiologists who come to this organisations, who come to this Congress, are going to have to put more of their own money in.
Why not? Already we have, to a significant degree, individual payments coming from individuals, not from the industry. I am not against of the industry's support, not at all. But as I said, we have to see everything well regulated and well organized.
Are you worried that there may be over-regulation, that actually industry may be forced too far away from the medical profession?
You are absolutely right. This is a huge risk. I'm talking about a common sense, about the reasonable regulation. If we are talking about over-regulation, this could be catastrophic. Over-regulation kills the innovation, kills the development. We have to be honest, but at the same time to have an open mind. Please, not over-regulation. The industry is there to create progress, and we are here to implement the technological achievements.
And let's be frank, the European governments, given the current economic situation, can't afford to take on that level of funding, can it?
This is another great reality, and it is absolutely true. We have to discuss with the local authorities, with the healthcare system managers, if they could afford to pay for the continuous medical education and for the continuous professional development. If they like good doctors, they should pay us to be well educated. Otherwise, leave the industry to pay under a good regulation and clear rules. It's clear.
We wish you the very best in the next 2 years. I'm sure it'll be a fascinating journey. If there's just one thing you'd like to achieve over this next 2 years, what would that be? If I had to pin you down to just one thing.
I would like to see Europe continuing its development in our field. And personally, I would like to see this marvelous society to be closer, all the times closer to the patients and, of course, to the medical professionals.
Panos Vardas, good luck, and I'm sure you'll have a fantastic time, and I'm sure it'll be a great experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Adam. Thank you very much indeed.